How's the donkeys? Happy New Year! Oh my word, it's almost 2026. I'm only saying Happy New Year now. Today, we are making two soups. A luscious cauliflower soup and a warm, comforting vegetable broth. For the cauliflower soup, we're going to use one, say medium size head of cauliflower. Get a little knife, it works best here. In the back here, just cut right down till you and that will just fall off. Do not throw these away. That would be wastage. Wash them thoroughly and then they're gonna form part of our aromatics. So we're gonna use the same knife and run around the core and the florets to just fall off. Tell your left, put this the core and florets. Again, do not throw the core away. We're gonna make a beautiful little garnish for the soup on the top. This is a blended pureed soup. Just rough chop one onion, 2 sticks of celery. This is very high in umami, so I always put a little bit extra when I make a pureed soup. 2 cloves of garlic and then our cauliflower leaves. Again, press down, roughly chop them. So into a deep saucepan with a couple of tablespoons of a neutral oil, sunflower or vegetable oil, and a tablespoon of butter. And then straight in with your aromatics. Just put it all straight in there. You don't need to wait for the oil to heat up because we are sweating. We're sweating veggies. We are not caramelizing them because this is a white as snow soup. And now we're going to sweat this till the veggies just start becoming translucent, as you can see now. Straight in with your cauliflower, followed by 1.5 liters of water. And then we're going to bring this to the boil and let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes or until the cauliflower is cooked to a complete mush. And then we're also going to season quite heavily now, like 3-4 pinches of salt. Whilst the cauliflower is becoming a mush at the back there, we're going to quickly make our garnish. So a core sliced thinly, and then we're going to small dice these. With this, you want to be very quick. A little bit of oil just to coat the bottom, like so. And in with your cauliflower store brunoise. In with about a tablespoon of butter. And we want this just to saute until it just goes brown. Go in with a good 2-3 pinches of salt. You want this quite salty. Switch off your heat. In here, I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika and 1/2 teaspoon of garam masala. This will change and lift the whole dynamic of your soup. Stir that into a little bowl, and there we have a beautiful little garnish from the store. I waste nothing. So, our cauliflower is now cooked to a mush. Look, if you can't do that with your cauliflower, then you've undercooked it. And that, your soup, that you worked so hard for, is gonna taste like fart. And there's nothing worse than eating fart. Not that I know what fart tastes like, but if you wanna find out what fart tastes like, undercook your cauliflower soup. That's the first day you will eat fart. And then I season every time I blend. So pinch of salt, and we're gonna emulsify 150 grams of butter in every time we blend. So season, butter, blend. And then between every blend, when you pour it out, check the seasoning. Simple as that. Beautiful cream of cauliflower soup or cauliflower velouté, whatever you want to call it. We charge a lot of money for cauliflower velouté in restaurants. Now you can make it at home. Check seasoning again. Silky, smooth, delicious, wholesome. And now for our vegetable broth, we are going to dice our veggies. And then we're gonna mince some garlic and ginger. A little bit of oil just to coat the bottom of your pan. Into your pan with your veggies and aromatics. Get it all in there. Once you've been sweating for a couple of minutes, not you sweating, Sorry. I mean, once you've been sweating the veggies for a couple of minutes and you see they sort of slightly change in color, sprig of rosemary, bay leaf, and season quite heavily now. In here, I've got half a teaspoon of smoked paprika and sweet paprika, half a teaspoon of coriander, half a teaspoon of garam masala, half a teaspoon of marjoram, and 3 whole cloves. And now we want to sweat this again with the spices in there for no more than 30 seconds. In with 2 liters of water. What I like to put in at this stage, and I know normally I would cook it out hard to get rid of the acidity, but I want that little bit of acidity, just a tablespoon, not a big one, of tomato paste. That's also going to bring a lot more umami to the dish, and a bit of magic powder, MS Magic, about half a teaspoon of MSG. Or if you have nutritional yeast at home, get that in there. It's delicious. Now we're going to bring this just to the boil and then let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes until the veggies are just soft with still a bit of texture. We don't want it mush like the other soup because that's a puree soup. This is not puree. Skim the foamy bits that comes to the surface of the soup as much as you can. This has been going for like 3-4 minutes now. The smell, unbelievable, man. You can smell the different aromas from the different vegetables, but at the same time they come together as one. And this is literally vegetables and water. It's amazing what you can do with it. And some spices. Spices. If there's one tip from the top that I can give you, is really stock up on your spices. I will do a whole video coming soon on what basic spices you should always have at home to make any dish delicious. Season. Lemon zest. Just half a lemon zest. A few kinds of fresh black pepper. Quarter lemon. Let this sit and let the flavors of the vegetables come together as one. I'm not just saying this, it will become so much better if you just let it sit for a bit. So once you've had your vegetable broth, you're going to have loads left over. You're not going to throw it away. The next day, you're going to get some noodles. And maybe a few other veggies. Some sweet corn, some spring onions, vegetable broth. Why is it when every time someone has noodles, they always get the chopsticks out? I always laugh at people, but I do it myself as well. This is just my own homemade chili oil. You can use whatever chili oil you have. If you don't have, just make some. It's quick. On there. Remember the little garnish we made with the stalk? We'll drizzle a few drops of that on the cauliflower. And this will just change the dimension, the flavor, the aroma of the whole dish. And some amazing soda bread, which I've cut in half already. So it's still warm, so it's going to fall apart. I made soda bread because I didn't have yeast at home. And I thought I'll just have a go at soda bread, which is it's pretty good. Now go and make this for your family, your friends. Thank you so much for watching again. I love you all. I've got a new show coming out, Late Night Snacks, which will be airing as soon as I know the date. Keep supporting me. Keep watching the channel. Like, subscribe, share, follow. See you guys in the next video. How is it? Yeah. Did you do gymnastics today? Did you learn something new? What did you teach the teacher? About the bread? Is it? Try the cauliflower. Oh wow. Jacob, which one do you prefer? Squire. I didn't even know you did what. Look at that big one.